Hey, shalom, shalom, how you want to bar, but it's a good day at knocking out Wahai Bar. Inshallah, walakim la'atam. Call Shabuai Bahar Chawa Kakshaw, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah Mahamah, which is truly hate with the Hebrew Israelites. Coming to you week in and week out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah. To preach to you so called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, and its life foreigners, Nachamatam, Kaya, Malak, Wathashamayim, Korah, repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Call Laim La, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah Bahasham, Chah Kodash. Wa Mashana Kabadim Zuquain Wa Malakim Shaw Yashala Zuquain Chagada Wa Chasa Wa Shalom Wa Barakim Laha Bacharim Shaw Gawia Shah Shalom. All praise to the Most High, which means he exists by Hashem. In the name Yahweh Shai delivers. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Israel, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And mercy, peace, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom, which means peace. All right. How the bar show how you want. The word of the day is tree, Itazah. All right, which that I, when we break down the word, that I goes into ayan, which is the physical eye, and it means, or it goes into eye, watch, vision, serve, and experience. All right, then we got the tazah, and that is going to be trail, journey, chase, desire, righteous, or harvest, which that word, Bahalashwan Kodash, in the holy tongue is tazadak. All right, so we have ayan, tazadak. All right, so when we put the letters together, it's Itazah. All right, we'll break those words now. So we'll get first we'll get Tazadak. It says to be just, to be righteous. It says to be right, straight, as of a straight way. To be rigid, to be stiff. All right. Let me get this word for upright. All right, this is the word for upright. It says to be right, be straight, be level, upright. And it says pretty much going into being straight. All right, and I also want to get this word for eye. It says eye, a physical eye, as showing mental faculties of mental and spiritual faculties, spring, fountain. Going down to the Strong's definitions, it says ayan. It says probably a primitive word, an eye literally or figuratively by analogy, and a fountain as the eye of the landscape, affliction, outward appearance, before, think best, color, conceit, be content, countenance, displease, eyebrowed, sight, face, favor, fountain, furrow from the margin, him, humble, knowledge, look well, me openly not pleased, presence, regards, resemblance, sight, thee, them, think, us, well, you, yourselves. So the word that we're going to get from I, all right, what it's going into in this word is going to be resemblance. Resemblance. And for tazah, that word is tazadak, which means to be upright. All right, or which means to be righteous, salak. But again, we got the definition or what righteous went into. Get it again. Lord's willing. All right, this is Shawapatyam, Judges chapter 5 and verse 11. Get that word for righteous acts. It comes from Masharash Dabar, from root word Tazadak, which means to be just, righteous, to have just cause, be in the right. It says vindicate, to justify oneself. It says Tazadak, future Yatazadak, PR, to be right, straight, IQ, Yashar, all right, to be upright. So what a tree is going into is this. It says resemblance, upright. All right, so what we get from this word is salat. All right, a tree, Itazah. All right, Itazah is a tree. All All right, and it means, or it goes into, resembles the upright man. Because the thing about trees, we're going to it. We get Judges chapter 9, Shawapayim 9. Start at verse 9. It says, "But the olive tree said unto them, Shall I leave my fatness wherewith by me they honor the Most High and man, and go to be promoted over the trees? And the tree said to the fig tree, Come thou and reign over us. But the fig tree said unto them, Should I forsake my sweetness and my good fruit, and go to be promoted over the trees? And said the trees unto the vine, Go thou and reign over us. And the vine said unto them, Should I leave my vine, which cheereth the Most High and man, and go to be promoted over the trees? Then said all the trees unto the bramble, Come thou and reign over us. And the bramble said unto the trees, If in truth ye anoint me king over you, then come and put your trust in my shadow. And if not, let fire come out of the bramble and devour the cedars of Lebanon." All right, so the trees, all right, these are likened to men, all right, like it goes to in the scriptures. All right, and the scriptures compare Yasha'Allah, Israel, to that olive tree. Israel is that olive tree. Now I want to get the word for tree, all right, because that's the word of the day, Itazah, Ha-Itazayim. All right, that's, or it's like Ha-Itazayim, or Ha-Itazayam. Ha-Itazayam, that would be trees, the trees. So it says tree. It says a tree from its firmness, hence wood, plural, sticks, carpenter, gallows, helve, pond, plank, staff, stalk, stick, stock, timber, tree, wood. All right. So I'm going to the lexicon. It says a tree. It says compare a branch from wood. There, it also says a bone. It's commonly used in Arabic, the cognate form, Hebrew, Itazah. All right, and it says trees, which was Itazayam, Ha-Itazayam, which is the trees. All right, but I want to get this root word. It says to make firm, to shut, especially, it says especially the eyes, to shut a door, to be hard, firm, of a hard neck, contumash, I don't know how to say that word, but then it says backbone. All right, I'm going to go into this word trees again. It says follows the analogy of the verb itazah, to be hard, firm. It says with the letter softened has I. It says I, and it says wood. And it says cha or ha chayayim itazah, or itazah ha chayayim, tree of life. And it says often collect trees, fruit-bearing trees, and we understand that in the scriptures. Men are likened to trees, you see, so it can be applied figuratively as well. So I wanted to, just go into that. Again, going back to, it says resembles the upright man. I want to get some precepts going into that. This is Ezekiel. Yachazak Allah, also Ezekiel chapter 37. We'll get verse 16. It says, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Yahweh the Kaya Yahweh and the children of Yasha'Allah, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Yahwasap Joseph, the stick of Aparayam, and for all the house of Yasha'Allah, his companions. All right, and that stick is going to the 12 tribes chart. All right, because it's made of wood. All right, and wood is from trees. So a tree gets its name from resembling the upright, you see, and they both correspond with each other because a tree is planted. A tree is firm. All right, if you look at the human body, it has bones, and bones is also a itazah because it's firm, so it gets its name from its firmness. Now, just like right here, it says stick. All right, Itazah at the top.
Strong's H 6086. H.
Which they say H, but it will be Itazah. All right, because you got the I, and then you got the Tazah, which looks like a backwards Y. All right, I'm going back. Let's get the Hoyam Psalms, chapter 92, and verse 12. It says, "The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree; he shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon." All right, because again, men are likened to trees. All right, but the thing about a righteous man, he's planted, he's rooted, and he's standing upright. All right. Then the other nations are also likened to trees as well, but in the sense of they're men, men stand upright, literally, you see, but the righteous is figuratively like trees because they're planted, rooted in this truth, all right, and standing upright spiritually. You see, so this is the Hoyam Psalms 92 and 12. It says, "The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon." All right, and a cedar in Lebanon, Labanwan. All right, what's imperative about them is they grow deep roots, and a cedar is like a very rich tree. It's like the richest wood that you can get. It says, "The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree." All right, in the kingdom, this is ultimately going into the kingdom because we're going to be planted, we're going to flourish, and we're going to bring forth abundance in the kingdom. We're actually going to be able to serve the Lord to the fullest degree, because we'll be made perfect. All right, so this is Leviticus Wayaquara, chapter 3 and verse 9, and it says, "And he shall offer of the incense, he shall offer of the sacrifice of the peace offering, an offering made by fire unto the Lord, the fat thereof, and the whole rump. It shall he take off hard by the backbone, and the fat that covereth the inwards, and all the fat that is upon the inwards." All right, and the point I wanted to get from this was that word backbone, because that goes into the spine. The thing about trees and righteous men, they both stand erect, upright and straight, So what's that word? Backbone, Itazah. It says backbone, sacrum, bone close to the fat tail. It says as giving firmness to the body, a backbone, And what gives the righteous a backbone, so to speak. Let's get that. This is Matthew chapter 7. And we'll get verse 24. It says, Therefore whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, that it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. All right, so a wise man is likened to that someone that built his house on a rock. You see, pretty much had that firmness, that root, so that he would stand in the evil times. Not going back to Leviticus, going into that backbone, because that's where it gets its name from as well. All right, it's likened to a wise man, likened to a tree. All of these have the same thing in common, going into the firmness. All right, and it says the backbone, according to Arab ERP, as is preferred by Bochart in Arab, either of which will be so called from the hardness and firmness. See the root. It says the thigh bone, the bones of the wings of birds. Now the backbone are like being likened to a tree, being likened to a righteous man because it's firm. All right, it's upright and straight. Now let's get another one. This is why righteous men are called Itazah as well. All right, this is Mashalia, Proverbs chapter 19. We'll get verse 21. It says, There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. I'm reading again. It says, There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. Now, let's go into this right here. Because the righteous men, I'm gonna actually go to it. All right. So here we got. It says Aitazah. It says the upright and firmness of the tree. All right. It says go down to the second paragraph. It says a woody perennial plant with a supporting stem or trunk and multiple branches. The uprightness and firmness of the tree. The elders of the tribe were the upright and firm ones making decisions and giving advice. Now the word that we just got was counsel. All right, it says, and it comes from the same word, Aitazah. They all share the same thing because it's something that's firm, something that's rooted, something that's upright, whether it's spiritual or figurative. All right, and it says counsel. It says, which anyone gives or receives, it says to counsel. All right, then it says it's from Ya Aitazah, which means to give counsel. Who gives counsel? All right, the elders. All right, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. All right. Going back, it says the word that we got was Aitazah, and it says Aitazah, advice given in the sense, the third paragraph from the top line. It says advice given in the sense of being the firm support of the community, counsel, purpose, advice. All right, fourth paragraph from the top, it says the elders of the tribe were the upright and firm ones, like trees, making decisions and giving advice. All right, so we'll get one more. This is Mark chapter 8 and verse 24. So it says, start from verse 23, verse 22. And I believe this is Salat. Going to this. Tazayad. All right, so this says, and he cometh, verse 21. It says, he said unto them, how is it that ye do not understand? And he cometh to Bayat Tazayad, and they bring, which I believe Tazayad goes into fish. I'm going to that. Bayath, all right, on the left where it says H1004, and it says Tazayad, or a hunter, goes into a hunter. All right, so it says, and he cometh to Bayath Tazayad, and they bring a blind man unto him, and besought him to touch him. And he took the blind man by the hand and led him out of the town. And when he had spit on his eyes and put his hands upon him, he asked him if he saw aught. And he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking. After that, he put his hands again upon his eyes and made him look up. And he was restored and saw every man clearly. All right, and that was a similitude. I'm going to get a quick precept. This is Hawashah, Hosea chapter 12. Hawashah, Hosea chapter 12 and verse 10, it says, I have spoken by the prophets, I have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. I wanted to get that because I'm going to get this word for similitudes. All right, similitudes. It says, Dama says to be like, resemble. All right, and what are we going into right now? It says resemblance. Resembles the upright man. All right. So it says resemblance, to be like, to compare. All right, that word Aitazah, which is a tree, it likens a backbone. It likens a wise man. It likens to a upright man. You see, because men walk uprightly. All right, and then more specifically, the men of Yasha'Allah are the elect of Yasha'Allah. All right, they walk upright in a spiritual sense. You see, because they're taking that advice, going back to Aitazah. All right, that counsel of the Lord, going back to it was Proverbs Mashoya 19 and 21. We'll get that. And I'm going to go back to this. It says to imagine, to think, to like, and to compare. All right, so that's a similitude. I'm going to get that once more. This is Mashoya, Proverbs 19 and 21. It says, there are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord shall stand. That shall stand, all right, because the counsel of the Lord is planted, is rooted. It was prophesied from the beginning, you know, and that's what's going to work, all right, and that's why he gave the righteous, the scriptures, all right, because the scriptures say that the things that are written for our learning, roughly paraphrasing. Now I'm gonna get this again and go ahead and close it out. This is Mark chapter 8 and verse 24, because this is a similitude. And he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking. All right, because, all right, that's, men are compared to trees. All right, trees resemble the upright man. Going back to this right here, resemblance, upright, resembles the upright man, because when you break it down in the characters, you get the I and you get the Tazah, which is Ayan Tazadak. All right, resemblance, upright. All right, because trees resemble the upright, and we got that example right there in Mark chapter 8 and verse 24, and then various parts of the scriptures, and going into the words, you see. So, Allah Amar Shana, all right, to say again, Hadabar Shal Hayawam, the word of the day was Aitazah, which is tree. All right, Bahalashwan Kodash, that's how you say tree in the Holy Tongue. All right, so Adawan Tazaza Banaya Pa, Lord's word, that was a beautiful edification through the Spirit. Wa Adawan Tazah Adam Yashiwan Tawabe, Lord's word, you have a good day. And call Layim La Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shah Basham, Racha Kodash, double honor to those apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Much respect to you, bros, out there pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. Wa Yahweh Mahar, La Bachayar, may God speak to the elect. Shalom, shalom.